I'm Jenny Grant and I'm in my studio in Stockholm. So we're going to paint big. We are going to turn off our minds and just do it. Just have fun. Not focus on details or what it's going to be in the end. So I will use canvas on roll. This one is 30 by 30 inch, the piece that I will use, and I will actually tape it to the table. So I will actually tape it down. You could put it on a piece of wood or something so that you can turn it around. Yeah, as long as it is big. It could also be a big piece of paper or cardboard, something that is big and that you can cut in. I use a lot of recycled material that I find both in my art but also as tools. For example, as palettes, I usually use old blister packs. So I have all sorts of different blister packs, and with all the different shapes, it's easy to mix color. It's easy to bring this and hold it and spray into it, so you get water in some areas and paint in some areas. The leftover paint I usually put on a new canvas or so, but when these get really full of old paint, I just throw them away and I get a new one. So I'm a collector of blister packs. They are fantastic, I think, to use as palettes. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? I very often use collage as my first step to cover up, to make the white surface not so intimidating. I cover it up with paper. It's easy, you get into the mood quickly. And I use all sorts of paper. I use paper bags, I use tissue paper, old books with old paint, leftover paint. I use scrapbook paper, newspaper, magazines, anything. And I use medium, usually matte medium, to stick it to the canvas. Works really, really well. And I use my palette knives as the tool to make sure that there are no air bubbles under. And afterwards, when everything is dry, I check it really carefully and see if there are air bubbles. If there are, I take a knife and I cut it open and I stick some more medium in and I cover them up again. And I'm not really worried about the rips or the teared paper as long as there are no air bubbles. But that's me. Okay, I use a lot of different stencils and stamps, and most of them I do myself to get my own voice into my work. I make stamps out of foam, different kinds. Here's another foam stamp. I do stencils out of plastic sheets, overhead sheets or other kind of plastic sheets, where I draw different patterns and cut them out, all to make them very personal and very unique. Any kind of paint. I use a lot of fluid acrylic. I love golden. I use heavy body, and I use everything from really nice artist grade to student grade acrylics. And I love using ink, acrylic ink. They are really vibrant, and I really use them in a way where they have a life on their own, and I'm just guiding the paint around on the canvas. I really love working with them. I use a lot of different mediums, different pastes, molding paste, crackle paste, and I use it both early in the process but also quite late. I actually cover up areas where I don't really or areas I don't like or that doesn't have any life. I put on